Today I'm going to show you how to download and install and use the free Auslogics programs. There's only 3 good ones that I actually use. One is the Auslogics disk defragger, Registry cleaner, and Registry defrag. I will have all the download links in the description for all 3 of these programs. After you download the programs, they should look like this. And start with the disk defrag. Hit agree, hit next, next. Do not install the toolbar. It's just an advertisement in the installer. Then hit next. Okay, it should look like this. First you have analyze. This will analyze the computer for defrag. It'll just analyze and see what your fragments are. Defrag will just defrag your computer. It'll analyze and defrag. Defrag and optimize, it'll be extreme. It's slower, but makes your but after it's fully done, it'll make your computer run completely smoother. The quick defrag, it won't analyze, it'll just start defragging. You can select whatever drives you want. Like sometimes it will not allow you to defrag if the drive or the flash drive is too full, for instance. The disk E is, oh, that one's missing. I guess that's defrag. See, it's showing the disk F has less than 10% free space, may reduce the effectiveness of the defrag. And if I hit no, it'll start defragging, but I'll just skip it anyway because it's too small. It does not have enough free space to actually defrag. It must have at least 10% free space on the drive to be defragged. In the settings, when you first install the program, I would recommend setting it to high priority. In program settings, I would recommend doing start automatically when Windows. No. If you have a SSD drive, I would recommend. Oh, don't show, so I don't know why that's not checked. You can minimize to system tray. Yeah. Start automatically when window logs on. Right here is just the style that you would like to see how the defragger looks. I like it on the bars. Make sure delete temporary files before defrag. In other words, it'll just automatically delete all your temporary files before the defrag even starts. Make sure move system files to the beginning of disk. What this will do, it makes it so it'll just move all, like the defrag will actually take longer, but it will move all your startup, all your system files to the beginning of your hard drive, which is like near the center, which will actually make your system actually boot faster. Defrag in VSS compatible mode. It's pretty much what this does. It makes it optimizes it, but it makes it so it does not. Pretty much what it does, it prevents it from overwriting, like pretty much moving files from one side of the disk. For pretty much how the system works, if you want a better defrag, it will do an overwrite method, which will cause bigger files to be moved somewhere else, and then they placed back. This makes it so it doesn't do that. It'll just automatically defrag them, so it does not overwrite. So you'd have more chance of recovering files if you delete them. I actually use that, so I get still recovered lost files that I accidentally deleted. And for this, I think that's pretty. Oh, speed map. This makes it show. This shows pretty much from this corner is the beginning of the hard drive on the inside of its disk. This end is the end of the hard drive. In other words, this will be on the hard drive. This is the smaller area, and it reads the disk faster. This is just like in the middle. Slow part is the outer edge of the hard drive, where it's actually slow. Oops. That's schedule. Oh, the scheduler. This makes it so you could actually decide when you want to defrag your computer. It's recommended that you do it weekly. You could also do it daily if you want to. If you do it daily, the defrags are actually faster than when you do it weekly, because they'll end up taking longer because you have more fragments. I would just suggest doing it daily. Select the time you want to do it, select the disks that you want it to defrag. Auto defrag. Oh, this is for laptops. Do not auto defrag when laptop battery is in battery power mode. Pretty much, if you have a laptop, make sure this is unchecked. Create a restore after. Oh, this is just creating a report on the status of the defrag. For Auslogics disk defrag, this is pretty much it. It actually will speed up your hard drive. Pretty much, it'll just make it so your hard drive will read faster. Next, we have the registry cleaner. Install it. Don't install the toolbar. Okay. This is a high complex cleaner. It makes it so you could actually clean your registry, which is this right here. This right here is your registry files. There's a ton of them. Like if you uninstall a program or something, sometimes the registry of that program is still on your system, and it clutters up and causes your system to slow down the more errors you have. There's like over a ton of these registry files. This cleaner makes it so it'll detect any problems with your registry and automatically fix it, and it'll fix it for you. Make sure you have an intense clean. Make sure you hit advanced categories. It'll automatically let's see, I don't know if you can recover. Let's see, rescue center. I don't know if there we go. Yeah, it does have a rescue center. So it'll just back up the files if you have any problems. Here's the check for updates. All 3 programs have it under help. Hit scan. This scan doesn't really take that long. It takes probably about a minute, minute and a half, depending on how many files you have. I ran this scan earlier this morning, and right now it just shows I have 10 errors. Usually the first time you ever run a registry cleaner, you will have probably over 500 or more, 500 to 1,000 errors, probably even more than that, depending on how long you've had your computer for. Hit repair, and then it'll be done. Program settings, pretty much just don't mess with the program settings. They're just all good how they are. Just make sure if you want a nice system clean, make sure you hit advanced categories. Just make sure everything's checked. That'll be it for the registry cleaner. Next we have the registry defrag. It's pretty much the same way as the disk defrag, but instead of it defragging your hard drive, it's actually defragging your system files on your hard drive, putting them to a better place on the hard drive, and freeing up some space. And it's pretty much every time you run the registry cleaner, free space occurs between the registry files, and this is actually fixes that. So I hit run. There we go. It'll look like this. Make sure create a restore point is always checked. Settings, there ain't none. I was just looking at this earlier, and I noticed that the check for updates, it will say purchase now. This is just they have not updated the program this program fully yet. It might be a fix in later in the future, but just hit purchase now, and it'll just forward you to the download page, and it's just completely free. That'll be a feature fix for the program. And then you just have to reinstall it manually. So right now you just analyze. Pretty much I already did the defrag earlier today. It's showing I have 0%. Usually you should only do this probably like once or twice a month, because it takes quite a while for it to actually become defraggable. But the thing is, when you actually do the defrag, it'll ask you to restart your computer. It'll actually restart the computer. It'll load up a bench file. This is pretty crucial. When it's loading, actually doing the defrag, do not turn off your computer whatsoever, because it can possibly corrupt your system files. but it's also kind of risky if your power goes. And also, don't do it during a thunderstorm, of course, or any chances the power will go out. It's actually a pretty risky program, but it actually makes your computer actually speed up extremely fast. After you've actually used all three of these files, your computer will be actually running way faster than it normally would be. Here's the icons for the programs. So that's it for this program. Please thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. It would really help out if you do. Thanks, and see